Hey guys, good morning. This is Rob Andrus from InfinityWave.net. I just want to show you guys really quickly how to do a piggyback system on Malibu V-Drive boats. The boat I'm doing it on today is a 2009 VLX, and really quickly I'll show you all the parts that you need to do the job. Okay, so first things first, I've gotten started a little bit. You're going to want to take out your rear panels, and you're going to get a couple of these Tsunami 800 pumps. I've done many of these. This is the most affordable way to do it, the quickest way to do it, and very, very effective. Obviously, there are other ways to do this. You're welcome to try those however you want to. It's your boat. So take out your rear kick panels, and basically what you're going to do is drill a small hole for your pump to go through in the back corner, right? The body of it is going to sit on the inside of it. So this panel is from your starboard side. You can see I simply drilled a hole through and then tightened down the body of the pump to the panel, attached the spout right there. I've done that for both sides already. I got started a little bit early. The rest of the parts are what you need for the bags. So you're going to have two quick connects for the top of the bags. You're going to have two larger 1 1/8" quick connects for the rear of the bags. You're going to have a Y for your fill line, and you're going to have a backflow nozzle. Now, Malibu boats come with a backflow nozzle, but they don't work as well, so I simply go for these. They're very low resistance and 100% stop flow back out of the bags. Now, there are different ways to do it. I've teed in before, but today what I'm going to do is run a line directly from the pumps to the outside of the boat. I'm going to add a drain that's up higher, because when the 800-pound bags fill, they'll drain out of the standard drain ports. So I need a little bit higher exit point. I'll end up drilling somewhere around this area, adding a through hole, and that way my 800-pound bag will fill to its max and stay there and not siphon out. Lastly, you can see we've already taken the panels out and the kick panels as well, so we can get access to the drain lines and the fill lines. And now, once I have these panels in, I'm going to grab my bags and put all the fittings on that, and I'll come back to you in a second. So what I've done is I took the 1 1/8" quick connect, put one in the back rear of the bag, and a fill in the top. Now, I've got the 1-inch hose here and my quick connect, and what I'm going to do is use my heat gun from Harbor Freight, about 12 bucks, to heat up the hose and then insert it into the quick connect and use one of the crimping clamps to attach it. Okay, so what I've done now is I've taken about 10 inches to a foot of hose. I put it onto the 1 1/8" quick connect for the rear of the boat, and I did a quick crimp. Now, the way these work is I'm going to attach it to the back side of the pump with another crimp. This will be permanently attached. I know this is about the right size, the right placement for it. Before I drilled the holes, I went and marked where the plate for the pump cover in the bottom of the boat is, so I know I have enough coverage there. You want to mount this pretty low, as on the back side of the engine, you're going to have the exhaust pipe about in this area. So if you mount it low, we'll simply put this on with a crimp to seal it up tight, and then I'll be able to put this panel back in the boat. I have that all set up now. I have my pump housing, which is going to go in towards the engine compartment. So all I have sitting out in the main bay is the drain hose. That's all that's going to be visible of the system, is the drain hose, which is going to connect to the rear of the bag with a quick connect, so you can remove the bags when you need to decontaminate, to speed up that process. What we're now going to do is drill some holes inside the boat and put some through hole fittings up higher so that the bags can drain. Okay, so we're going to connect the pumps, and essentially in the back of your Malibu, some of these didn't come with an access port. You can easily cut it if you need to, but on most of them they have the subfloor ballast tanks. Now if you look, you see a brown and a black wire. Those are your power lines for the pump. What we're going to do is splice in the new pump directly to those power lines using some quick connectors. So we'll connect the pump to those power lines, we'll mount the panel back in and then run the drain line. Okay, here we are on the back end. And what I did is I found the power lines for the bilge for the ballast pump, and I simply teed into them. You can see the pump is down there. Now, up here I have my panel, and you can see it's totally assembled. I have my quick connect on the end, a clamp, about 10 inches of hose. I put the body of the aerator pump through the panel, and then I have more hose on the back side. I went with about 5 feet. I'll probably end up trimming that when I connect it to the through hole for the drain. So I'm gonna put this in, and the way this goes in, let's see if I can do this, is I set it down in. So the way this works, you can see it sets down in. We have the pump on the back side, sits underneath the exhaust pipe, and we have our spare hose running up here, and so we'll then run that around to our through hole fitting on that side. Okay, so the next step in the process, you can see I've removed the kick panel, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna find my fill line, which has this little U-shaped backflow preventer valve on it. I'm not a big fan of these. I have definitely experienced backflow in the past, and I'm gonna remove that and put in a one-way valve with a Y on it. And what that's gonna look like is this. So the water comes in through the backflow preventer and then splits down here. One of these lines will go to the bottom hard tank. The other line will go to the ballast bag. Okay, so let me show you what that looks like now. I have my drain, my fill line coming right here. Comes in through the one-way valve, comes to the Y, and then this line goes down to the tank. This line I ran around, it comes over here, and then that's our fill line. So that's all done. Okay, so it's all done now. You can see that we have our backflow valve. We have a Y up there, and that's all you're gonna see is that hanging down. And then in the back, that's all you see. Well, you don't see this part. It's only do the through hole, but that's all you'll see is the little quick connect, and the rest is all in the engine compartment. So that is how you do a piggyback on a Malibu. And I'm gonna insert the bag really fast.